Hi, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Michael.
Welcome to the Anchored Mind podcast, where we aim to redefine care by combining counseling, nutrition, and fitness so that you can live a better life.
And today we're uniquely excited to share a little bit more about what we've been up to. So, any of you who have been following along with our recent updates, we have been sharing some building teases because we are moving.
Yay!
Yay!
We're getting excited. It's actually feeling real now.
Yeah, we are upgrading. We have outgrown our current space, which is a great problem to have. The downside is it means more people need help. The upside is we are having a growing team there to provide that help. And our original vision for Anchored Mind was to combine counseling, nutrition, and fitness. We have not been able to offer fitness services in our current location. So this new one will not only allow us to do that, but also help us expand our mental health counseling and our nutrition, as
And
well as offer some community options.
yeah, and have a space to gather as a community a little bit
Yes.
more. We are really limited on space here, and we're excited to be able to renovate something that creates an experience for people in a preventative healthcare way instead of piecing this different services together, which nutrition, counseling, and fitness tend to be that way. We tend to look at them as separate things. And we are trying to communicate that our bodies don't experience them that way. They really experience them interconnected and interdependent.
Yeah.
And we hope that this new building really reflects that.
Yeah. To have everything under one roof is so exciting. So, what is this space? Well, it's not far from our current office. It's actually still in downtown historic Roswell, right across Canton Street, just before it turns into Crabapple. And we're even next to an autism center. So we have this kind of healthcare park. It's really cool. The building itself is just under 7,000 square feet, and it will include several mental health and nutrition offices, a cafe for events and groups and co-working, as well as a personal training gym, a group fitness room, a recovery room,
Mhm.
and we have some other surprises that we're just gonna save.
You never know what we can squeeze into that building
That's
last
right.
minute.
Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah, we are excited because this space just allows for these services to exist together.
Yes. And where we're currently at in the process as of this recording is, we've gone from so many versions of
Mhm.
test fits or drawings, right? And the building plan, and now to actually be walking through the space with our contractor and crew and to see the walls starting to go up and like, okay, it's a totally different experience when you actually see it. And it's it's just so exciting to imagine what it's gonna look like in the end and who is going to occupy the space
Yeah.
and benefit from it.
Yeah, yeah, we're excited. Who do you envision, benefiting from this building?
Well, let me start with personally, being able to show up to quote unquote work and go right into like my spiritual time and get a lift in, do some weight training, get a workout in, dive into the sauna and then the cold plunge, get some contrast therapy, go in the shower, get dressed, and then maybe go see several of my clients, meet
Mhm.
with our team, just be available to support, maybe even teach a kickboxing class at night. It'd be
Yeah.
so fun. And then, I mean, can only imagine coming home that way, just like, honey, you'll never believe what I got to do today, and just so
Right.
personally, it's it's living the way I would prefer to live,
Yeah.
right? But as far as our clientele, I mean, we are really fortunate to have some amazing people to work with. For me, I work with a lot of men and couples, and so I see them and their families getting to benefit from this space and maybe adopting their own kind of flow, like I just mentioned, and choosing which services they want to have. Do they want to partake in maybe any packages or memberships that we might offer down the road?
Mhm.
Or is it just a matter of, I'm going to get there early and grab a coffee in the cafe, maybe get some work done, and then go into my counseling session or my nutrition appointment and and then go off to work. We also run some groups. And so whether that's in the beginning of the day or the end of the day, we just it's it's really cool to just imagine people figuring out their own flow with what we're going to offer.
Mhm. And how they're going to use the building.
Yes. Yeah, how they're gonna come in, when they're gonna come in, and then in a way, more importantly, how they're gonna leave, how they're gonna come home, how they're gonna go to work. And it excites me to think of the idea that people will literally have a better experience with how they leave from how they came in, and what
Yeah.
they experienced in an anchored mind.
Yeah.
Um, the goal literally is to make their lives better, right, from the inside out.
Absolutely. Yep.
What about you? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, with nutrition, I mean, we will have a nutrition room, and our hope is that there's a potential to offer anything from cooking classes to mindful eating workshops, or to just experience what a nourishing meal feels like if there's food available that day. And then the opportunity to practice deep breathing and be a hot yoga class, or to practice building muscle through resistance training, or understanding what quality of muscle versus quantity of muscle looks like through a body composition analysis. So this will be a big upgrade for us on the nutrition side as well, and I'm excited for the potential for people because we're limited being in an office setting of what we can do, and nutrition is so tangible that I just love and am excited for clients to get to experience more of it in a hands-on way.
Yeah, same. I think it's gonna be great.
Mm.
I think right now, my favorite part of the new building is the fact that we're gonna have so much natural light coming in.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite part?
I love the recovery room, I think, the
Yeah,
wellness room, just a
yeah, that is
chance
pretty cool.
to reset from the day
Mhm.
or to see clients and be able to decompress before you head home and take care of house stuff or family stuff, or just an opportunity to do multiple things or to take care of yourself while working or while coming in as a client. I just think that that building really loves people back well,
Yeah, that's a great
or it has the potential to as soon as we're in.
yeah, the building loves people back. I love that.
Mhm.
And that's contagious, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
People who are taking care of themselves, it's easier to care for others and for those people to reciprocate too.
yeah. Who do you envision? Like, let's say your ideal client, but also maybe new members of our community coming in.
Yeah, I think our hope is that you don't have to, previously people who have come into our office have been a client of nutrition or of therapy services, and we don't have it doesn't have to be that way anymore. You can be just someone in the community who's looking for a local place to take care of themselves, attend a fitness class or find a personal trainer they like, or to come to a workshop or a men's mental health group, or to just stop by and do some recovery at the end of the day or early in the morning. We hope that this building really opens up to the public and serves Roswell well, not just our clientele.
Yeah. Our hope is it creates ripple effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we have time, but we're getting excited because the project's actually underway, and
Yeah.
um,
It's real.
yeah,
It's
it's real
happening.
now. It's real. We can see it and we can feel it. It's not just on a piece of paper.
I'd be remiss too if I didn't speak to the talent that's within our walls. We are just, I said I was fortunate with who I get to work with client wise, but man, we have such an incredible team of clinicians right now. And from what we've noticed with how this vision and this concept is attracting them, I can only imagine how that's going to continue to happen with any trainers that decide to join us, any group fitness instructors, and maybe there's some other disciplines that might decide to enter our space in some way or align with this preventive care. I mean, the major goal, and I've said this in another podcast, is we everyone's had different experiences with health, even from past generations. Yeah, I have a pretty wild story with my family and my parents and what they've been through, and that's what fuels my passion to make sure that similar downfalls as what happened in our family don't happen in other families. And that's really the heart of why we do what we do. But everyone has a story, and we want to make sure that we're able to empower people to write as long of a story as possible and as quality of a story as possible. So it's really just about sustainability and longevity. If you have an anti-inflammatory diet, if you move on a regular basis, if you manage your stress
Mhm.
and you have connected, healthy relationships, everything that we know in the scientific world shows that you're not only going to live a happier life, you're going to live a longer life.
Mm. Yeah, I believe it.
So that's why we're here
Mhm.
to help with that.
And hopefully the building serves that well.
Yeah. Why we do what we do, how we do it, what we do. I think we've answered the party invitation questions.
Yeah, yeah. We
Now
hope that you
it's
join.
now it's time to show up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool. At least come by for a tour and see what this is all about.
Mhm.
And what's really nice too, is since it's from what we know is such a unique concept, it's going to continue to evolve organically. And our community is going to have an influence on how that continues to shape. So
Mhm.
sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm excited.
We're excited, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for following along, assuming you have. And as always, if you have any comments or feedback or any suggestions for future episodes, we'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, continue to follow along and we look forward to sharing the next one with you.